Who are you? Do you know how to even answer that question? Do you really even know the answer to that question? Most people don't. They might think they do, but they really don't. All the costumes you wear throughout a day, you probably don't really even know who you are. But listen, it's okay, because I'm going to teach you how to find out. And it's actually something very simple. You want to find the real you? There's one time a day that you're always the real you, but it only lasts for a couple minutes, depending on what kind of home life you have, before you put another costume on. So what I found is that when you get home from work and you take off your work clothes and you just look around the room real quick and you just grab, you know, or you have something very particular that you always put on when you get home from work, you know what I mean, like some pants or like a shirt or like, but you know what I'm talking about, because it's always that one thing that you always know where it's at and you always put it on when you get home from work, right? So you get home, you put your fucking home outfit on, and for the next couple minutes, this is the only time during the day that you are actually the real fucking you. The real you. Everything you do in the immediate aftermath of changing your clothes is the real fucking you. What you want, what you like, and you only get it for a couple minutes before you gotta put the mom costume back on, or you gotta put the dad costume back on, or you gotta, you know, put the neighbor costume back on, or you gotta go do something else for someone else. If you really want to get to know you, try to be a little more present in those couple minutes once you take off that costume of work and you put on your home costume, your home shit, you know, and that's you, man. That is fucking you. For those couple minutes, man, you need to live in those moments, and you need to really start to get to know that person and notice what you grab and notice what you like to do in those couple minutes, because that is the real shit that drives you and moves you. And it's the same thing with relationships. Relationships are so fucked up because you're trying to get to know all these costumes, and you only get that real person for those couple minutes in a day. So, you know, if by chance you and your loved one get home at the same time, which not everybody does, but if you have that, you guys actually have those couple minutes together that you can really get to know each other, the real people. And that's special because most people don't have that. But you have to, like, really maximize those couple minutes, especially if you're trying to get to know a person or yourself, because it's very important. And that's the only chance you get, because every other time when you're out and about in the world, you're wearing a costume, you're being something else, you're doing something for someone, you're doing something for the world, you're not doing nothing for you, and you're not doing anything because you want to. I'm telling you, once you realize this shit, man, you can really, your life will fucking change, man. I'm telling you. I promise you. And I'm not just bullshitting. Like, think about it.